Hello everyone, this is Halzikar of the Black Pants Legion. Thank you for tuning in to WBPL 76. And it's time for BPLW. I'm looking over at the chat. I see we got some folks with us. Night Owl's here, Silicone's here, Zera's here, Falkenstein's here, Poopy Doopalis is here. Hey, Blood and Pavement. I'm glad you like my title card music. I enjoyed it. I picked it because it was catchy and I like it. Thank you guys for being here with me for this midday stream. And so, that's why you picked it, isn't it, Poopy? What I'm going to do today, just to give you a little preview, is we're going to have a little bit of exhibition match to start. We will get into the Road to the Elite. I had to restart my Road to the Elite with Big Halz, but I did manage to get Brody Lee unlocked. So one of our exhibition matches will have Mr. Brody Lee, because, well, I mean, he's the exalted one. But we'll get into the Road to the Elite and level Big Halz up a little bit. In the meantime, though, I would like to make the offer because, as I said, I worked on the independent wrestling circuit for about 10 years in the ring. And so, if we're doing this, you guys have questions, feel free to throw them my way. As it stands right now, we're not going to be playing as Anna J. How are my knees? Poopy, my knees have been shot my left knee has been shot since I was 17. I was training for a martial arts tournament and caught a roundhouse kick right in the back of the knee, right in the middle of a growth spurt. So that knee has been screwed up long enough to have to legally drink now. So that knee is shot. You want a full injury rundown? I'll give you that. That left knee's been shot. Right knee's not great because it compensates for the left one. I rolled both my ankles multiple times. My left hip is jammed from doing a leaping clothesline, and when I hit the other guy, I didn't come down the way I intended to. I actually rotated, so instead of landing and kind of, oh yeah, man, that's gotta be rough, the connective tissue issue. Instead of landing and like having my legs fold underneath me, when I rotated, I landed with my left knee straight down, which jammed my hip, so that hip screwed up. My left shoulder was forcibly dislocated during a match, and we had to finish that out. And My neck no longer has a curve in it, so I have pinched nerves and bone spurs, and I can't bump anymore. And I've had 3 concussions I'm aware of, so I'm right on that nice CTE borderline. So I tell people all the time, it's like, yeah, I forget things. I've been hit in the head a lot. So anyway, exhibition match. We're going to get us a nice exhibition match going. As I said, you got questions about wrestling, throw them my way. I'm not going to tell you I am a... I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I am the be-all, end-all authority, but I'll tell you that tell you what I've got from my experiences and the road that I've walked. Mr. Brody Lee. God, I miss Brody Lee so much. I really do. Why don't modern wrestlers wrestle naked like the Greeks did? Because, frankly, that doesn't make for as good a television. And you've got to have a home for your genitalia to do some of the moves that they do. Jeff, you're on your image rehab tour, so we're gonna beat you up here. You disagree with that? So does the FCC agrees with me, so we got to go with that way. Let's see. Let's look at our options real quick. Yeah, we're on hard difficulty. Well, it's not no further tales of Diggin' Bear. You know, we'll get into Shadows Over Loathing in the future.
This bout is set for one fall.
If you're talking about former heavyweight champion,
it's going to be.
Former heavyweight champion Diggs.
Making his way to the ring,
the exalted one, Mr. Brody Lee.
He has finished his...
And his opponent.
He has finished his path, and, we'll have him come back up. We'll get there. Yes. Brody Lee, I think he was a legit, I don't know, maybe 6'4" or so, throwing drop kicks like a boss. Dangling cards might be it would be an image, yes, but we live in a society, so we'll go with that. He was billed high 200s, even if it wasn't 300 necessarily. Okay, well, I screwed that up. Okay, no, I'm bigger. I've got the leverage, Jeff. You should not be able to do that. But it's wrestling. We go with the suspension of disbelief. Big back body drop, which is, it's pedestrian move, but God, there's just a lot of momentum that goes into that. Yeah, it's all show. Yes, it is. Sometimes there's a little suspension of disbelief that gets a little bit hard to do, but it's in the same, if I want a good analogy for what wrestling really is, take your typical Marvel movie and then mix it with doing Shakespeare live. No, Para did not. I offered to have him tag with me, but at the time he was living in another state and couldn't do it. See, if I'm over here, Jeff, you can't do that. Yes, we would have... Para and I would have been a monster of a tag team, because we would have outsized most people. It is, I will say that wrestling is, take your standard Marvel movie and then mix it with live Shakespeare. Except Shakespeare in the Round, and I know I said this last time. Because it's all, the crowd's all around you. There's nowhere to go, there's nowhere to hide anything. And so you have, Brody Bomb. There we go. He used to call that the truck stop bomb on the Indies, because Brody Lee was a trucker gimmick. There we go. Discus there. Oh, come on.
1, 2.
I should have waited to try and pin him. That's on me. Oh, Brody has the guard block. That's good to know. I didn't realize that. Yeah, Shakespeare in the round is incredibly tough. There's nowhere to hide any mistakes. There's nowhere, everybody kind of knows what you're doing, even if they don't know the lines exactly. They know if something is wrong. And so what you have is, it's a very stressful performance. Wrestling does all that, and then does it live, and does his big larger-than-life characters. So you have, that's why I call it, it's a Marvel movie mixed with Shakespeare. I promise I will try not to beat that analogy into the ground. 5 or 6 people switching roles, that's
3.
That's really impressive, Silicone. Let's look at that discus. Boom!
Here is your winner, the Exalted One, Mr. Brody Lee.
What a tremendous match by all the competitors.
If you have ever doubted that a wrestling show could make you cry, I think it's on YouTube. You can go look up the Brody Lee Memorial Show. He just caught some kind of non-specific lung infection and wasted away and died the day after Christmas that year. So, look, hey, I will say, you know, I feel pretty secure saying I'm secure with what my man card is. You know, lots of wrestling, lots of martial arts, good job. 2 kids, nice home, all that sort of stuff. That tribute show made me cry like a baby. And yeah. Anyway, let us get into, I'm gonna do my run. We'll get this done. Let's see what happens on this. I know that okay, we're not doing easy difficulty, even for the battle royal. We're gonna see how well we can do with the battle royal on normal, and then we'll probably kick it up to hard after that. Because God, now we gotta go through the intro again. Oh God, sorry, I should have queued up to be ahead of this, but nope, can't watch that, can't do that. Sorry, TOS. Let's see. Blood and Pavement, I'm glad you're here with us. I don't think I'd seen you on mine before, but I'm still glad you're here. You got your tactical underoos. Good stuff. Alright.
We had a goal.
Nope, can't do that either. Alright, press conference. For some reason, I have opted to do this press conference without my vest on. We don't need the whole thing. I'm not exactly sure why I was brought here, or even what I'll do, but I'm pretty sure you should pay attention. That's a garbage promo. That was
Let's
awful.
head over to the Double or Nothing.
Yes, we'll go to the arena, JR. We're going to the arena.
The wait is over.
Yeah,
You're watching All Elite
You've
Wrestling.
seen that. Andrade El Idolo.
The following contest is a casino battle royale.
Watch this. It's going to be the 2 of spades. It's always the 2 of spades. Hi, AEW on top. Hi, thank you for
Making
joining
his
us.
way to the ring, Big H.
I'm glad you're here with us for this stream. From your name, I can surmise a little
And
bit,
his
but that's
opponent,
okay.
Andrade. And freshly squeezed Orange
I love
Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy.
And
It's great.
Eddie
Oh, I've got
Kingston.
Orange Cassidy and Eddie Kingston in this. I'm getting 2 of my favorites. I'm gonna have to. Oh man. Let's see. Oh my gosh. What did we just... Night Owl, 123 sub. Night Owl, you maniac. Oh, man. That's great. Thank you. Exactly as intended. Any interest in the AEW set? I can't say that I'm opposed to it. We'll have to see how that... I'll need to look into it a little bit more, because I'm sorry I have to pause in order to read longer stuff in the chat, but I'll have to look into it a little bit more. But yeah, I got some interest. Eddie, I wish you had not started with me. I don't want to beat up on Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston is probably my favorite guy to watch right now, because Eddie's the best. Yeah, and you got to have a super kick, because, well, honestly, it's one of the best kicks in the game mechanics-wise. And if I could have worked at a company where there wasn't already somebody using a super kick all of the time, I would have used it. Oh, square that again. Oh yeah, I saw Blood and Guts. It was Blood and Guts was outstanding. Come on. All right, here we go. Oh, no. You guys worry about each other. I'm not getting in there. Ah, thanks, Orange. Yes, Blood and Guts was crazy. I was horrified. Moxley doing Moxley things horrified me. And there I just caught a shotgun from Orange Cassidy. I did not need... How can I best put this? I did not need class in Blood and Guts. I did not need... Come on, get up. I did not need Moxley's special surprise this time. That was... Come on. On your feet. Yeah, I have to square against my idols again. Eddie Kingston has one of the best mental health commercials I have ever seen, because he did. It was a 10-minute promo on, a 10-minute promo on why mental health awareness is so important, and it was so good. Thank you, Dustin. No, thank you, Dustin. Yeah, the nail bed, that's what I was worried about. I hated that, okay? And, look, okay, how can I best put this? I know Mox knows what he's doing, okay? It's Mox. But, my problem is, and part of the reason that I don't like deathmatch stuff, is because you have... Oh, Dustin's feeling it, and himself, but he's feeling it, is that you can be a very good... There are a handful of people who are deathmatch wrestlers that are good. You want an example. Foley was a good deathmatch wrestler, but Foley was a good wrestler in general. So, it's not the same thing. But there are going to be so many wannabe indie deathmatch pukes. And I'm not trying to be super derogatory about it, but I have... No. That's not what I told you to do. That I have encountered far too many guys on the indies who only wanted to do deathmatch stuff because they couldn't work. Because I can't do the Oklahoma Stampede in this match. That's my signature here. I can't do it in this match. All they can do is deathmatch stuff. can't wrestle. They know they can brawl because, well, I mean, how hard is that? You know, they're willing to get beat up. But there's going to be a bunch of them who are going to be so damn stupid that they're going to try and imitate Mox and have a bed of nails, which wasn't even really nails. If you got in real close, the bed of nails was not nails. It was Phillips head screwdrivers, which is when someone goes, "Sir, please leave the Lowe's or the Home Depot." And there goes Kingston.
This Spanish guy, Sammy Guevara.
And you have your concept of if you spread out the impact, then a bed of nails is not that bad, all that sort of stuff. But then it still fell down and like sliced Kenny Omega open on the way down. Okay, thank you, Sammy. And, I don't care who it is. I don't care, how long you've been doing it. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't like it. I don't want to see it. And, unfortunately, they don't ask me. And I don't like deathmatch. The deathmatch guy, Ian Rotten, got Kentucky screwed up on the rules for blood in matches because he was an idiot who just freaked out with a guy in a match and just okay. Wow, that's pretty cool, Penta. You levitated right before you eliminated both you and Sammy. That's a neat trick. I just got twisted faded. I know Penta's talented, but I did not know he could fly. So that's pretty cool to see. Oh, hi Lance. No. Bad Lance. Yeah. Okay, alright. I made it back in. Ooh, that was close. No! Dang it. Alright. Well, I don't win the Battle Royal. It seems easier to me to win the Battle Royal with a cruiserweight. You can move faster, you've got better recovery mechanics, it feels like. Or maybe I've just created a character by having a signature that won't work in the Battle Royal. Maybe that's the problem. Because you can't do the Oklahoma Stampede in the Casino Battle Royal. I couldn't tell you why.
Make sure you're ready for your match.
Yes, thank you, JR. My motivation is low, so I might injure myself if I do a big workout, so we'll do a small one. You guys out there, how are you doing today on this beautiful Check Local Listings Friday? Doing okay?
Check the details at the tutorial menu.
Okay. We got it. Halzikar says hi, everybody. No, I can't do that. Why did you throw that? Am I being a little quiet? Let me pull my mic in a little bit more and scoot up a little. Sorry about that. Hi, Frag. I'm glad you're here. Let's get our motivation up with some sightseeing. Fragtastic posture check. Let's see. I have checked my posture and found it lacking. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, okay. Pack is here at the... Okay, yes. We have to do this one again. We have to do the Pack
Being able to see
again.
the...
Okay. Silicone doing alright. Family coming for weekend and a group kids birthday party. Silicone, I hope you have a great time. Pack still has crazy eyes. Yes, Fragtastic. This has a lot of the control schemes similar to No Mercy. It does
Nothing
not
like
have...
a snap.
Shut up, JR. It does not have the same robust character creator yet. That's supposedly coming, according to one of the developers on Twitter. But yes, all those THQ Ukes N64 wrestling
Looks
games
like this.
were amazing, and I loved them. And JR, why are you wanting to put your barbecue sauce on my pizza? Why, you crazy man, are you wanting to put your barbecue sauce on my pizza? I'm not doing that. Now we'll get a good workout in, because I had something to eat. Gotta get that protein. Yep, I know. Yep, worked out, feeling strong, buff, all that kind of stuff. That's good.
If you want to
That's
make it to
great.
the-
No, shut up, please.
Earning skill point.
Oh, I thought I had... I tried to turn that stuff off, and it won't turn off. Can I get my... I want... See, what I want... Where is it? Strike proficiency. That's what I want. The mask stays on at all times. Yeah, the Luchalorian. Yes. Yes, the Luchalorian. You and Ducks both went that way.
All Elite Wrestling's dynamite is
he called
on
it the
air.
WrestleLorian instead, but yes. I just figured it was
The following
easier.
contest is set for one fall.
It was easier to put a mask on than use the limited
Making
facial
his way
traits,
to the
so-
ring, Big H.
Yeah, that's nice.
And his opponent, Andrade El Idolo.
Interestingly, I think this is a reference to Andrade losing his mask in Mexico. Thank you. You got the early start. Alright, let's get a little scoop slam started. Little stomp. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yes. Yes, Andrade. I'm going to get the momentum. I'm going to stay on top of you, and I'm going to try and beat you to death. Oh, he's going to reverse it into the corner. That's not good. That's... Oh, Yakuza kick. Alright, let's go that way. Yeah, nice side slam. Gotta like it. Hopefully gotta like it. I hope you like it. And... Okay, Andrade is counter happy today. Gee-o. Alright. Hey, none of that. No. Ouch. Not cool, man. Not cool. Yes. Nice roundhouse. The kick would be more impactful without shoes if you don't shower. Alright. I can't really call you wrong. I can't really call you wrong on that one. There we go. Nice. At my martial arts training, I usually wore shoes because frankly, how often, if I was going to get into a fight somewhere, it's not like I could kick my shoes off. Be like, wait a minute, I'm ready to go. Let me kick my shoes off. I'm not going to wear sandals everywhere I go either. With the max kick stats and every move, a kick and the loadout, that's good stuff, man. Alright, now we're going to get the signature off. You can't do this in the Battle Royal, because I guess the animations don't work. Always had the spear frag. Were you a Goldberg fan? Alright. There we go. Let's get a nice Olympic slam. Which, I mean, on one hand, the Olympic slam's interesting, because to me anyway, it looks both very impactful, but also kind of not like a finisher. Well, okay, Frag, I get where you're coming from. I never liked Edge's spear. Because my problem with Edge's spear, Edge is long and lean and thin, which is cool. He's got a nice look and everything. But Edge does not look heavy enough to me. It's hard for me to suspend my disbelief for Edge to have enough in him to knock down some of the people he did with him. Now we're in the baggage claim. No, Andrade, I didn't lose my luggage. I know we're teaming up. I'm gonna team up with you. Fine. Yes. Goldberg's spear was a full-on, was a full-on NFL tackle. And
Once
so
you're ready,
had that.
go ahead and head to Dynamite.
Yes, Edge. Edge had such an appreciation for what he was doing, it bled through to his work. There are aspects of Edge's moveset and career that I would have argued with. I wish he would have kept the jumping DDT as a finish. I thought that was a great finish. Not only did I think it was a great finish, I used it myself. I used that as a finish of mine for 2-3 years. So, I like that. It's just, Edge, okay, how can I best put this? When people like Goldberg or Rhino would do a spear, or Rhino did a gore, or whatever, it looked like they ran the guy over. Edge looked like he would hit you, and then you would both stop and then go down. To me, it reminded me of when you're playing pool, and the cue ball hits another ball and it transfers all that momentum and it stops dead. That's my problem. Yes, we're doing the Jungle Boy joke. Although, no longer Jungle Boy. As of this past Wednesday, he's now just Jack Perry. I wish he had different music, because that music don't work for me, brother. But, that's okay. Let's get my... I like having strike proficiency. That was a thing for me, was, with all the martial arts background, I did a lot of striking as part of my stuff. Alright. I am a big fan of people having moves that do not stretch the disbelief, if that makes any sense. I'm looking for moves that fit who you're looking at. Some people are very good at having just about everything, or they find stuff that fits well, or it seems like whatever they do works. Let's see. 1, 2. That's fine, but I don't like the chop here. What is a palm strike? You know what? You don't see a lot of... You see chops, but you don't see palm strikes. We should see palm strikes. I like that. And I am not a toe kick guy. That would need to be a front snap kick. Seeing Rikishi doing a super kick, he did. I didn't mind it, because at least with Rikishi, he did it in such a way that it seemed like he had so much momentum that it would have leveled someone, but he also didn't step into it. His was more of an in-place, stationary knockdown kind of thing. And we will use, because we're switching feet as we go. That's not a roundhouse. That's not a roundhouse. That's as close as we're going to get to a roundhouse, I guess. You guys are killing me. Killing me. This is going to look an awful lot. Okay, yeah, I'm good with that. That's fine. We'll finalize that out. Yeah, Rikishi, when he started using it, I admit I was a little surprised myself. But, you know, it worked. It was a very good, it's a very good pivot to make it, to make it work. So I'm fine with that. When I go out, we'll go on a talk show. And we're going to talk. I'm sure glad I dressed up for this with my gray hoodie and my blue jeans. That's perfect. Yes. I understand. I'm taking the piss out of it when there's just a little when there's just a little bit of, it saves a little bit of programming for everything else you could do. Yes, I will eat food. Who will be there for eating food? I'm not in Chicago. I'm fine with that. Oh, we're having avocado toast again. Oh, fine. Whatever. I had to get 2 servings because one wasn't enough. Oh, it's Riho! Hi, Riho. Okay, yes. This was the anime trope that Fuzzy and I talked about last week. Fuzzy talked about it. I didn't talk about it. He knew about it. Act Beast. Yeah, Mortis didn't have a spear. He had a stick with a skull on it. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right about that. A leather shirt. It was listed as a hoodie in the creative character, Thomas, but whatever. We'll go with it. I liked Mortis. I liked
The following
Canyon
contest
quite a bit,
is
actually.
a tag team match
What
set
happened
for
with
one
him
fall.
was tragic. A blunt bone spear. How long does it need to be a spear
Making
before
their
it
way to the
crosses
ring,
over for being a clutch? There's my question. Because then if we pull Wheel of Time into it, the size difference can get really quick.
And his tag team partner, Andrade.
And I know
And
Canyon got some crap for being
And his tag team partner,
the innovator of violence. Because as the innovator of violence, he was doing a lot of ECW spots that on WCW TV that were not being seen. So people gave him a hard time about that. But let's be honest for a second. It's wrestling. People do that all the time. And as long as you're not devaluing someone's finisher, who cares? It's not that big a deal. Or it shouldn't be. I did not want that to happen, but okay. No, you know how I know that this is a game now. Orange Cassidy wouldn't care that much. Yeah, people... Well, okay. So if you steal from one person, it's plagiarism. If you steal from a bunch of people, it's research. So... Canyon wasn't doing anything wrong. I mean, just because somebody on ECW did an electric chair drop doesn't mean it was wrong for Canyon to do it. And there we go. Nice Yakuza kick. Yeah, he's rolling out. And so I feel like he unjustly got a lot of crap. And it was also tough because it was, I think, Viano 4 that got hurt doing that spot with Canyon and Raven. And it was really just kind of a fluke accident because it's not like they set out to do it. But Viano 4 or 5, one of the Vianos, had just, he had just gotten back from an injury. They do the powerbomb neckbreaker spot, and as soon as the Viano goes down, you see on Canyon's face, he knows something's wrong. And Raven is so out of it at the time that he doesn't react. Now let's drape it. Hello, Kai. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you, man. I hope you're having a good day. Let's see. We're gonna... You may be wondering, why in the world am I not tagging Andrade in? Because the last time I did that in a tag match here on stream, what ended up happening was that I lost complete control of my character, and I could not do anything.
1, 2.
Andrade, you useless jerk. Ring is not really big enough to do that, I guess. Alright. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out today. I hope you have a great weekend. Or, Vader Bomb. Oh. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. It's about midday in my time zone. And so, okay. I'll just eat that forearm there, and Orange Cassidy's going to tag in. Yeah, let's get a double here. Do you need to do finishers to get the count? No, but the finishers do more damage. So, I like, well, also it's thematic. So, you don't have to do a finisher for it, but I like to. And then, Remnant to unlock. You're going to have to remind me, because I don't remember what, Fuzzy's not here to do the meme for that move. I put that in there just for him. Remnant is, I don't remember what it's for. You made a real slow guy. Well, he's my size, so third person. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, there we go. He's my size, and 6'3".
2.
When I was wrestling, I was, billed at 300, so 6'3", 300. This guy's just way more, has way more definition than me. Gun Souls. All right, cool. I don't do as many first-person shooters as I used to. I don't feel like I've got the twitch reflexes or... Well, no, that's not true, because I play a lot of Payday. I don't know. There's many of them that I've tried that I've not enjoyed, so... I don't know. Well, I don't know how I feel about it. There is voice work from JR. I've heard it so many times I kind of skip over it. Okay, we're looking at the hoodie. It's got the white drawstrings. I'm pretty sure that that's just a nice fabric hoodie. Okay, so maybe... Does he use the term slobber knocker? Well, you don't have a lot of commentary during the matches. What kind of picture are we taking here?
Let me teach you about character stats.
You don't have a lot of commentary during the matches, so you don't get as many, there's not as much opportunity for Slobberknocker to come in, but it's okay, Yeah, that's also true. I'm not really down for PvP as much anymore. Like, Payday 2's fun because it's cooperative, and yes, there's lead flying everywhere, but... hold something. Oh, okay, great. I hurt myself. I am injured.
You better head to the
Awesome. There I was. I was just... All I was doing... Wait. How many have I got? My motivation's still high. I don't really need to go out, but I do need to get my energy up, so... Yeah, that was a 7% chance. Why am I flexing when it was something in my leg? Okay. Limited animations. We'll go with it. I spent 10 years playing League of Legends. The patience for PvP is pretty well gone out of my body. It's a fun game. I liked a lot of it. Lots of fun mechanics and all that sort of stuff, but no, yeah, there's some limits to it. It's amusing to, you know, hang a hat on it, but look, I don't want to be a member. I don't want to deal with Death Triangle again. I have dealt with Death Triangle enough that it pisses me off. Can I please not deal with Death Triangle anymore? Please. Where is it? Is it on the other side? Yeah, guard break, I think. No, I don't need that. I'm looking right over top of it. I have to be. Let's see. Guard break. That's what I want. There we go. Now we'll go over here and we will get... We'll go ahead and get that first attack buff. That'll be good. We'll do that. And then we'll go back and upgrade our momentum and stuff. Not going for the poise on this
The
one.
following
I will.
is a tag team match set for one fall.
It's my personal greatest of all time. And Paul White.
Making their way to the ring, and his tag team partner, and their
It's
opponents.
Sting.
Is Sting.
I have met Sting.
And his
I am
tag
eye to
team
eye,
partner,
same size as
no
Sting.
more BS. Paul.
Look, let's be honest. If you've watched any AEW, Sting having crazy eyes feels like it makes a lot of sense right now, you know? Because the guy is 63, and he did a ladder dive on national television. He jumped from a ladder through a table at ringside. Why? Because he did. No, Paul. No, Paul. Bad Paul. Bad Paul. Yes, Sting is a crazy... Yeah, he did. Who's afraid of the big black bat? Yeah. Let's get a nice Vader avalanche, because Sting was used to Vader's moves. Yeah, he did. He did a dive from the stands on the... It was a street fight? I can't remember exactly what it was. Yeah, he did a dive from off one of the entryways through a 3-table pile because he got up there and looked at it and went, like, he looked at it and he went, what the hell? Yes, Falkenstein, you're right. You are absolutely right. Frag, I'm going to be honest with you. I was not an Attitude Era guy. I was a Monday Night Wars guy. And part of that has to do with the fact that, okay, all right, yes, I got suckered into that. Is, at least in retrospect for me, great, double suplex. At least in retrospect for me, a lot of the Attitude Era, like, there were some definite high points to it, but... Yes! I just body slammed the Giant in front of 99,000 fans in the Boston Silverdome. Yeah, that's how it works. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. It was perfect for the age, but going back and looking at it, like, there was cool stuff that happened, but there was a lot of garbage that happened, too. And... like, a lot of the week-to-week stuff I did not like. You know, their matches were short, stupid gimmicks. Yeah, Paul White, yeah, the fact... Okay, so... yeah, this would not happen. Paul White is about... 350 now, I think, because he trimmed down majorly because John Cena pissed him off. And so he's not as big as he was. All right, now let's get that down. Yeah, he trimmed down a lot because he was legit like 450 pounds. And so, but if you go back, Mania 3 match, Hogan-Andre. Hogan didn't just pick Andre up. You can watch Andre post to help Hogan get him up there. Because Andre, if you only ever saw Andre in the Rock and Wrestling era that Fez Bear referenced, you did not see how good Andre the Giant really was. Andre the Giant was really, really, really good at this wrestling thing. It just, at that point in his career, he had had to slow down a lot because, you know, the gigantism was taking its toll on him. And so, okay, so this is going to be, I think this is a tag title match against the Young Bucks, and it's a joke about not having luggage. Don't even have my gear.
You might want to use an item before an
Live
important
Forever
match.
202. Thank you for following. Thank you for being here with us. I appreciate you being here, man. Yeah, we'll go get a standard workout in. Yeah. Now, Paul White had the surgery done on his pituitary so that he is not still growing. Live Forever, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining us today. That is great. Yeah, most people with that don't get that far.
Grumble about things.
Oh! Night Owl, you maniac, gifted another sub. Thank you, Night Owl. Oh, you don't like tag wrestling. You want a singles. My favorite wrestling to watch is good tag wrestling. Even though I'm not as happy with FTR as I used to be.
Show us your
FTR Briscoes was amazing. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll go. We're in Jacksonville. Okay. FTR Briscoes were some of my favorite matches to watch. Oh yeah, Luchasaurus. He didn't play football. He was homeschooled and then got 2 degrees. Also, the name Luchasaurus is just hilarious. But, yeah, there's lots of stuff in the Attitude Era that, going back and watching, honestly, makes me kind of sick to watch. The Terry Runnels fakes having a miscarriage to get D'Lo Brown to cater to her every win thing was incredibly tasteless. It was incredibly disgusting. And it went on for like a month. And I'm even madder about it now than I was back then, because my family's had to go through that. And so, you know, lots of this crap.
This bout is set for one
The
fall.
Attitude Era had the infamous Mae Young and the hand thing.
Making his way to the ring, Big H.
You know, all that sort of stuff.
And his opponent.
I guess it's hard to define, because is it the Attitude Era? Is that the Monday Night Wars era? Or is it just that on the WWE side, WWF side? I don't know. Because I don't know. They have tried to rebrand their stuff so much to where it is only WWE history stuff that it's hard to draw the line, I guess. And I don't know, man. I was always a WCW guy anyway. People talk WCW made dumb moves. Well, a lot of those dumb moves, such as the Shockmaster, were just, you know, WWF was doing stuff that was just as dumb. Anybody remembers TL Hopper, Isaac Yankem? Yeah, the big moments were huge in the Attitude Era. I agree with you. Those big moments were big. Do I think buffing skills first? It depends. I myself wanted to get the striking stuff because I use it a lot. That's why I went that way. But that's personal preference. If doing things like in this game, ramping up your momentum gain will go a long way, because you'll get up to your signature level faster, be able to hit bigger moves faster, that sort of thing. Oh, yeah, we're going to do another Oklahoma Stampede. And so, I guess part of it is preference. After I do this, like I said, I'm going to go back and pick up my, do things like buff momentum gain and finisher damage and that sort of thing. We'll get there. I'm just not there yet.
1, 2.
Now, Fragtastic. Counterpoint. You're talking about the Zamboni. You're talking about Austin hitting Vince with the bedpan. Nitro 100, where Luger took the title off of Hogan that night. Huge moment. It still holds up because there's just this feeling in watching that show. Others, Sting making the save on starting with Uncensored in, I think, 96, 97. I don't remember which one. And clearing out the NWO with a baseball bat. Just as iconic to me as the Zamboni is. So, we're going to get into chocolate and vanilla ice cream as our, we're going to get into that here in a minute. But you were too close to the ropes, and I did not want to try and pin you there. Now I'll go ahead and pin you off the lariat. I'm okay. So, that's why I say I'm a Monday Night Wars era guy.
3.
All right, there we go. Got that. The Monday Night Wars era was also, there was an amusing thing of, because they were both copying off of each other, and Nitro had such great luchador stuff that Vince was like, well, we got to have that too. So they had Aguila and Taka Michinoku, and they only had those two guys, it seemed like, and they wrestled each other every other week. Oh! Vespian Flavius, thank you for following. Thank you for being here with us. I appreciate you joining us for this stream, man. Welcome to WBPL 76. Maybe you were already here. I don't know, and you hadn't given us a follow. I don't know. But I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. And momentum rate goes up, and then we will do finisher strength. That'll be good. That'll be good. Maybe it'll help with...
it's Saturday night, and you know what that means.
Tag title match, because we're up against the best friends.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall.
One fall! Sorry, live forever.
Making their way to the ring, Big H.
So, I had my gear for dark, but I don't have it now. Okay.
And his tag team partner, and their opponents. Best friends.
Maybe this is not the tag title match, it's just the contenders match, I'm not sure. Oh, I do appreciate that in their sound design for this, we got the leg slap for the super kicks in. That's great. There we go. That's good stuff. Yeah, see that guard break right there helps me a lot. So we'll do that. We'll do a little more of this. And it's Kentucky. It's Chuck E. T, the Kentucky gentleman. I should not be so hard on my fellow Kentuckian, but they do have bleeding in this one, Fragtastic. We'll after we go for a little bit on the road, I'll go and do an exhibition match with the lights out, something like that, and we'll get a little blood going. No. Bad Chucky. Airflex, hi! Thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate you being here. Yeah! I need you off the apron, Trent. Thank you.
1, 2, 3.
There we go. We got that win. Hey, 50,000. 4-star match. I don't understand why Uncle Dave decided that a 2-minute tag squash was a 4-star match, but we'll take it. Yes, we did get the tag belts. Awesome. We have made history. An unlikely team, one in their street clothes, is now the tag champions. I didn't like you at first, but no doubt we make a great team. And I like you enough that I played a little rib. I stole your luggage. It's under the coat in my locker. No hard feelings? You gonna give me the choice? Wait, we just won the... What? You didn't even give me an option? Disbanded minutes at... Who's making these booking decisions? As far as ribs go, that's pretty harmless. It's not like bad Mr. Fuji ribs. Like, Mr. Fuji... Mr. Fuji... Oh, it's Death Triangle again. God. Mr. Fuji had a neighbor he hated, so he killed and cooked the guy's dog and served it to him. If you remember the Al Snow and Boss Man Pepper angle, that's based off something Mr. Fuji actually did. Like, that's... As far as a rib goes, that's annoying, but it's also not psychopathic. The Cartman Chili episode, that's a little bigger, Hairflex, but, you're kind of in the... Yeah. Raven tells a story about a Mr. Fuji rib that wasn't quite so psychotic, where, the young guy, the rookie always drives. Is how it's supposed to be, or how it was. I don't know if it still is or not. But it was that the rookie would always drive. And so, Mr. Fuji and this guy got in the car, and Mr. Fuji's like, yeah, I'll tell you how to get there. And so, they get in the car, and off they go. And it was 4 hours to get to the show. They drove for 4 hours to get there. After the show, they get in the car, and Mr. Fuji goes, okay, we'll go this other way. They were home in 45 minutes, and Fuji goes, oh, I remembered a shortcut. As far as a rib goes, that's way less bad. But Mr. Fuji would do things like go and disconnect the alternator in your car as a rib. Mox has taken in some history. I push the limits of my liberties and freedoms as much as anybody. Sometimes I like a reminder a price was paid. That's pretty deep. If you tell anyone I said it, I'll bite your ear off. Alright. Yeah, Fuji was psychotic. Kurt Hennig was also a big rib guy. So it was Bull Payne that told this story. And if you don't know who Bull Payne is, don't worry. He was one of the West Texas hangmen when he was in the team, but he was also a job guy you saw on Nitro sometimes. And Bull Payne, there was this angle where Kurt Hennig and some other NWO guys were hanging out under the ring. Well, Hennig had eaten stuff he knew would upset his stomach. And they're hanging out under the ring, and his stomach feels all bad, and they had a bucket under there. So Hennig knowing full well what he had done, took a dump in a bucket and left it under there to screw with the guys. And so to get back at Henning, all the guys went and just, they didn't tell everybody, they told the Nitro girls what he did. So whenever he went to try and go chat up the Nitro girls, they shut him down cold. Yes, MJF is a prick, we got it. So, you know, Kai, yeah, that's pretty bad, isn't it? Other match, yeah, we'll work a match on Dark. So there are some. Oh,
The following contest
Scorpio
is set
Sky
for
so much. There are some ribs that are funny. There are some ribs
making
that
his
are
way to
crazy
the ring.
pants.
Big. And his opponent,
Yeah, Scorpio Sky's 0-9 for me. Interestingly, okay, so the knife edge chop came in because in old wrestling you weren't supposed to throw a closed fist, right? You weren't supposed to do that, and so that's where the chop came from. Nobody threw palm strikes though. I ponder on that sometimes. Maybe it's, in my mindset, palm strikes have always been a thing because, you know, the martial arts training I've done, but I don't know. The fact that there was an open fist as an option, I don't know. Maybe I'm just showing my bias that way. Entirely possible. Okay, so my moving, like, rebound attack thing never works. I need to change that. Jawbreaker. Well, that's the interesting thing, Bully Snake. That's a fair point. I've seen a lot of people say that their hands don't quite work that far back for a palm strike. You don't have to pull your hand all the way back for it. You could, when you extend your hand for a palm strike, and there's part of me that's wanting to demonstrate it, but I'm on a stream where I don't have a camera on, so there's really no point in doing that. When you extend your hand for a palm strike, if your hand is open and you're striking with your palm, you don't have to pull your hand all the way back. You can keep your hand forward so that your fingers will go, like if you were punching someone, striking someone with it right under the eye on the sinus with it, then what you could do is have your fingers extend around the side of their head, and you're still striking with the heel of your hand. So there's no way to, you know, just strike right in with it. You can do that. I had a friend who, her hands were, they just did not work for fists. I was teaching her some stuff, and her hands just did not work for making fists. Okay, fine, not a big deal. So we developed this palm strike, and, you know, lots of practice, lots of experimentation, and, you know, it really worked out well for her, and just, it struck really, really nicely. We'll just finish him with the Oklahoma Stampede. That's all. Kai. Typically less power in a knife strike versus a palm strike.
3.
Well, the knife edge, you know, part of the draw of a knife edge chop is that the sound, you don't fake knife edge chops. They just, that sound, you hear that sound, it just hurts, you know? And so it's this big clap when it hits you, and it lights you up and everything. I don't know. Like I said, probably showing my personal bias. Or maybe it was just not in the collective consciousness for people to throw palm strikes at that, whenever that got established. At that point in time, you know, karate was still seen as some sort of mystical thing that wasn't taught much.
The following contest is set for one fall.
So it's Wardlow and MJF. I wonder what's going to happen.
Making his way to the ring.
Yeah. It's
and his opponent, Wardlow.
no, you don't. Okay, Indomitable Poise is doing that. Great, thank you. No, no, no. Bad Wardlow. Bad Wardlow. Bad Wardlow. I should not have gone in for that, but here we are. Yakuza kick. Amusingly, the name Yakuza kick caught on more for that, aka Sami Zayn's. The entrances are somewhat short. Yeah, he don't care for my punches at all. I kind of cut the entrances off though, as well. And I have to keep the music off for them because, you know, copyright stuff. Anyway. Okay, Bully Snake built for grip strength, I understand. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that is a very fair point, and I'm not going to argue it. I guess I'm just enjoying talking theory about it. The entrances are short. Wardlow also has the unyielding poise skill. So you have to deal 25% of his health in damage before he won't just shrug off your strikes. That's part of what makes Paul White so hard to fight against, is not only does he have unyielding poise, but he's also just absolutely impossible to he's impossible to pick up. You've got to find other ways to take him down and hurt him. Do I think Wardlow could be the AEW heavyweight champion? I don't know, because it has seemed to me that Wardlow has had 2 or 3 TNT title reigns. And ever since that first build-up angle with MJF, he has not stayed that hot. Now, we can lay some of that on the booking, obviously, but there's also the issue that, yeah, there's MJF. And here comes Rey Fenix, because this is a death count. But there's a certain amount of, like, Wardlow had this great momentum going in, the story with MJF and everything, but I don't know, he didn't keep his aura. Yeah, the Bully Snake, you're absolutely right. That was, so when I did, I was in college, I did an undergraduate thesis on martial arts stuff. And I took the tack of taking Bruce Lee's The Tao of Jeet Kune Do and making a very methodical approach to defining it for myself. What works best for me. And I'm a 5-style martial artist, except now I'm not anymore. You know, either it's one style or I'm too hurt to really keep practicing. But I went through and kind of winnowed through all this stuff and was like, okay, this is good for me, this is not. This is good for me, this is not. And that best way stuff is good for someone who's my size. I'm a bigger dude, so there's some stuff I do that smaller people wouldn't. Or there's some stuff that people bigger than me would do that I wouldn't. But I enjoy thinking about this and you know, finding ways to help people make it work and that sort of thing. Yes, Pac is going to say I can team with someone from Death Triangle. In here, the guy with that stature, that's rule for cameras, reliability, and 08. Yeah, okay, I can see that. But you can't see a guy with that stature doing Jeet Kune Do. That's the thing, Falkenstein, is Jeet Kune Do is not supposed to be one thing. There's common stuff throughout it, but at least on the conceptual level, it's not supposed to be a style in and of itself. I don't know. let's see. Well, I mean, Big H is, he's tall and he's broad. Well, it's meant to be style-less, yes, but I think of it more as it's supposed to be personal style, and that's kind of a quibble. You have a style. Styles are good for teaching, but if you adhere strictly to the style, it doesn't fit for everybody.
Grumble about things.
Oh, Night Owl gifted another sub. Thank you, Night Owl. You're on a tear again. Thank you, Night Owl. This show brought to you by a grant from the Night Owl Foundation. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is one of the styles I did. Yes, there are some holds in there that fit better than they do for other people. For me, guillotine chokes and ankle locks, those felt very natural to me. Arm locks did not. So that's part of the JKD thing. Hi, Whacker. I'm trying to decide who to team with. I'm trying to decide which member of Death Triangle I'm going to work with. And I guess it's going to be Ray Phoenix, because Pac is crazy. Ray's the one that came to help me. And, you know, Penta is crazy. Yeah, leg locks are. You're not wrong. Yes. Falkenstein, you're not. It's about efficiency and economy of movement and violence. Crap, we're in Chicago. No, we're not. We're in Tennessee. CM Punk can kiss my ass. You want me to show up and beat your ass? I will show up and beat your ass. I will make your first match in AEW a loss, because I don't think anybody's got a positive record against him. It's not entertaining.
Rampage is worth see.
But if I take all of this stuff, Falkenstein, that I learned throughout all my time practicing martial arts, I could use it to make flashy, cool-looking wrestling stuff. You know, I can do that. I can be there were times when I would throw a high roundhouse instead of a lariat because it was cool, right? I don't have to, I didn't have to live forever. I'm with you. I know I've said it on here before. I'll say it again. I haven't liked CM Punk for 20 years. I saw CM Punk Samoa Joe, the 3-hour-long matches. I didn't like him in any of those. Do I not regret learning from the master himself? I don't regret it. It's just, that's how the timing worked. I'm not going to have regrets over something that wasn't physically going to be possible. So, live forever. Your rating. Oh, cool. Thank you for being here. Let's go get some food. And so there's not I'm not going to regret that. Things I would regret. Sure. Not ever training with Dustin Rhodes when I was wrestling. I would have loved. Dustin Rhodes is one of those guys in the ring who is able to do more by doing less. And in doing so, Dustin has had a very long career. His stuff looks great. But if you watch Dustin Rhodes have a match, he doesn't do a whole bunch of different stuff. Dustin Rhodes is engaging and entertaining and very good without having to add all this stuff in. Yeah, eating like Commander Shepard there. Yeah. Every wrestler on Road to the Elite eats like they're a madman in prison. Just hunched over the food, shoving it in their face, lip smacking, all that kind of good
This
stuff.
bout is set for one.
And so, yeah, do
Making his
I
way to
regret
the
not
ring.
being able to train with Dustin
And
Rhodes?
his opponent.
Sure. I did do one playthrough of this, and CM Punk, the AI cheated like a bitch to have him win. It was incredibly frustrating. No, he didn't. No, he did not. No, sir. He would have broken his foot with that. Oh, yeah, don't worry about the mask part. I'm sure there's like a Oh, no, you did not. You did not throw... You did not do that. Yeah, it fit well when it was Diggs. It was funny that way. Here, you want another reason that CM Punk cannot throw a high kick that well? I saw him try in a UFC fight, and it was comical. He got beat up by a cameraman. And now he's trying to have his, like, oh, I'm a great striker gimmick. Whatever. Ready to Rumble Boxing for N64. I'm glad you said Boxing for N64, not Ready to Rumble the movie. Oh my god. Just don't watch that movie. It's so bad. Who was Diggs' final opponent? I don't precisely remember. You are not going to try and go to sleep me. That's not going to happen, Philip. Look, I have come to the conclusion, I don't watch CM Punk stuff. I don't want to see it. What was the reason? I don't know, man. Well, I'm going to say it was because it was CM Punk. But I've never liked the guy. I've never liked anything he's done. I've never thought he was that outstanding. And he's going to kick out here because he's got the grit. Yeah, he's got that. Because we have to put up with that crap, too. And so, no, you don't. Guess what? I'm going to beat you with the Oklahoma Stampede, too. You know why? It's a great finish because it puts him right in the middle of the ring and there's no kick out. You just can't use it in, like, battle royals and stuff. So, I don't watch CM Punk stuff. I don't want to see it. I don't pay him any attention. Because if I pay attention and yell at him, he's getting what he wants. So I don't pay attention. I don't want anything to do with it. If he were to pitch another hissy fit and go home tomorrow, that would be all I'd ever want. Hell in a Cell. Well, we did just have Blood and Guts. Halz in a Cell. No. Can't do that, TOS, and I don't want to see it. Halz in a Cell. Oh my god. Gonna try and get me in trouble. I honestly, I would not be any good in a Hell in a Cell because I do not want to. I do not do good with high places. I do not do good with heights, so there's no benefit to putting me in Hell in a Cell. What is that? That's if I make them bleed. And that's here. That's good comeback if I get put on the back foot. And that doesn't make a difference. Yeah, but I do use that. You're in a cell with Halz. Alright, so I'm with that. The homoplata skill. What? Yes, Aiden. Hi. I've got you for 3 minutes of playtime. Yeah. Wait, Whacker. Did Parallax feed you a joke about the Go-Go Plata? Oh, God. We're back to that again. 3 minutes of playtime. Yeah. That's one of Parallax's favorite
The
things.
following contest is a tag team match set for one fall.
Because he thinks the Go-Go Plata is one of the funniest names. Oh, yeah. I know the Go-Go
Making
Plata.
their way to the ring.
Well, Parallax
And
thinks
his
it's the
tag team
funniest
partner
name for something.
And their opponents. Here's the
Hi, Purple.
American and his tag team partner.
I was just making a Spider-Man reference. All right, here's Cody Rhodes. Hey, Cody. You're already tagging? What in the hell? Is this before or after you ended racism, Cody? Yeah, Cody's in both games. Yes, I've also met Dustin Rhodes. I'm the same size as Dustin Rhodes. He's thinner than I am by like quite. He's a pretty thin dude. But I mean, the guy is so smart. You used to expect. Well, Whacker, I don't know what to say about that. It sure does help whenever, we're on separate streams, right? Cody Rhodes is now, but he was part of the group that helped. He was a member of the Elite who helped found All Elite Wrestling. So, yes, he's in WWE now. And they've screwed that up, too. So, Team Russian last week. So, we've got that going for us while we're at it. First, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, Whacker, that does seem to be the case, doesn't it? You're not the only one. You're not the only one that thinks that, so, you're not alone. Hey, Cody. Oklahoma Stampede. Let's get set up here. Yep, we're going to do it. No, you don't get to do that, Cody. I wouldn't even try to pin you. What in the heck are you doing? Alright. There we go. Now we got something. Oh, needing a tag for big time wrestling? I guess I could have done that. Looks like it hurts. Let me tell you something, Purple. The reason that I and other guys who have wrestled don't like the word fake for wrestling is because it hurts like a bitch. You just get used to it. Arn Anderson described it as building up a callus. And yes, it hurts a lot. You just get used to doing it. You get used to taking the bumps. You get used to all the, the hits and the falls and that sort of stuff. And you can't fake the gravity. And you can't... There's only so much you can do. And, you get hurt. I mean... Sometimes stuff just doesn't go right. There are moves that are incredibly dangerous if you don't do it right. Yes. How did we... I don't like Jim Cornette much anymore, but the phrase that he used was, with everyone thinking it's fake now, guys are really hurting each other to try and get over. It used to be everybody. The idea of wrestling is that you are doing things in a way that is as safe as possible so that you can do it again on another night with the same guy. And yes, learning how to bump is hard. I don't know his name. There's a British YouTube guy who did an episode on learning some wrestling stuff. And like half of his training was just learning how to bump. He called it break falling. And it beat him up. The first training that I had already kind of learned how to break fall from doing judo and jiu-jitsu. I had learned about that. You never heard it called that way? Okay, look, Tough Enough was on TV 20 years ago. They used all these terms back then. The genie's out of the bottle. I'm not worried about it. But yes, you just go in the ring and take a fall, that's taking a bump. But this guy, he's a British YouTube guy, and he seems like a short, skinny little kind of dude who doesn't look that old, but he's got white hair, and I don't remember what his name is. But just taking the bumps about beat him to death. The first training I had bruises up and down my back from hitting the ropes, because most companies don't use literal ropes. They use steel cable with padding on it because the cable won't break and it lasts longer. Eventually, I did not get bruises up and down my back anymore because I was used to it. There's just, you can get used to about anything, it seems like. And I will use the phrase when it comes to wrestling. When it comes to wrestling, I will use the phrase predetermined. Yes, it is. The ending is probably predetermined. What I will say is that what you're doing is not necessarily fake. In some cases, the blood starts flowing. Yeah, you toughen up. You do. You get used to it, and your body quits getting hurt by it. Yes, Whacker. You're talking to the iron bone treatments. I did that for a while. I don't have. My shins are not that strong, but I used to do capoeira with a guy whose capoeira name was Perna de Pau, which means legs of wood, because he had done a lot of the iron bone treatments, and he could break a beer bottle over his shins. So that was his capoeira name. And yes, it's amazing what your body can get used to. But even with that in wrestling, sooner or later stuff's still going to break under that continuous grind and doing it over and over again. So something's got to give. Yes, thank you, Aiden. That's good. And part of the reason that I like AEW so much more, first of all, I think they take better care of their people. If you work for AEW and you want to go do stuff with another company, barring WWE, because exclusivity contracts, WWE has all this sort of stuff. If you're with AEW and you want to go work a GCW event, as long as it doesn't interfere with your AEW shows, you can do it. Eddie Kingston is in New Japan doing the G1 right now. But AEW will let you do other things, and they don't have the same grueling road schedule. Right now, they've got... It's not a roster split, but they got a group of guys that work Rampage and Dynamite, and they got a group of guys that work Collision, and they go and they do that, and they tour separately in separate locations. You're not on the road as much. You can heal up, and it lengthens your career, and that sort of stuff. And then Aiden, yes. If you want to... Wrestling doesn't really fit in any other box. Wrestling is kind of like comic books. There's not another art style that is like comic books. There's not another thing you can watch that's like wrestling. The basis of wrestling in America is it's a morality play. eventually you're going to see good triumph over evil. Better health treatment, I don't know. Falkenstein, I don't know enough to speak to that, so I don't want to. I could speculate, but that feels irresponsible. Aiden, the other people heard me make this earlier, but I call wrestling. Wrestling is acrobatic, violent, Shakespeare in the round. There you go. That's my best comparison. I know I've said that a lot on this stream. Let's see. Oh, hi Riho. We're talking again. Does Riho have a crush on me? Let's see. From Evil Wrestling? Oh, big name wrestlers on gear. It's... Okay. How can I put this, Whacker? It's... Aiden, if you want to jump in, you're welcome to. Purple, if you want to run into it. So, AEW and WWE put some decent stuff on their YouTube. Sometimes AEW will post a whole show on there or something like that. Fezbear, my problem with calling it soap opera for boys is if soap operas are kind of equated as being trashy. At least in my experience. And I don't like that term. Maybe... Well, I mean, we can still talk, Aiden, that's okay. But maybe it's live performance. I don't call it soap opera for guys, because to go back to Shakespeare was considered lowbrow and trashy whenever he was presenting it. It's live performance. It's I would prefer to call it athletic, violent theater, I think, as opposed to soap opera for men. And it's not just for men. Riho is a Joshi wrestler, from Japan, and Riho she's only like 20, 21. She started training when she was 13. And so, and she is where she is now. She's coming up on a decade of experience, because in Japan, the Joshi, women wrestlers, they start working and training early. Oh, the out-of-the-ring stuff? Yes.
The following contest is set for one fall.
A lot of the out-of-the-ring stuff isn't great, because a lot of the guys
making his
coming
way
up
to the
are
ring,
not
and his opponent,
trained in theater. They wanted to wrestle. They wanted to be wrestlers. And so they're not great at, like, a bunch of the more classical theater aspects, as you might think of. And in doing so, it comes off as stilted or hokey. And you're not wrong for thinking that. But, if you go to a local indie wrestling show and you're like, wow, that was really hokey and stupid, do you go to community theater and do the same thing? Yes, there has been study on CTE in wrestling. As a matter of fact, the prime CTE authority, Christopher Nowinski, is a Harvard-educated man who had been on the WWE roster. He was the one that led the CTE research, because he had to quit wrestling because of it. And so you have a lot of wrestling CTE stuff. And, okay, the Benoit stuff. Yeah, the elephant in the room. That was part of it. Part of it was that Benoit was, honestly, he was kind of a prick in general. We just got to start with that. Benoit was also... I mean, people he was friends with and liked, he wasn't, but, you say that about anybody. Another thing was that Benoit, through the course of his life, cycled on and off of gear a lot. And someone mentioned, aren't all the big name guys on gear? Kevin Nash puts it this way. He says, if you use steroids properly, then it's not going to kill you. You cycle on, you use them for a while, you cycle off. It's not like Billy Graham, who used them consistently, and, you know, his heart blew up. But if Benoit used them a lot, Benoit also had a lot of head trauma. I think the coroner's report said that Benoit was... He had a brain that was in a similar state to like a 90 or 85-year-old Alzheimer's patient or something like that. Hello! Hey, Diggs. I'm glad you're here with us. You know what? I can do that here in just a second. I'll just turn the master volume down. Give me just a second. Training Diggs' next opponent. Maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll sim a match between Diggs and someone. Let me go ahead and fix the options. That's not what I meant. Save and quit, and I can do it. I can do it from out here. Cocaine Bear. Yes, I have seen Cocaine Bear. That, for me, that movie is bonkers. There we go. That should help. Sorry, I had... That should help. I think I just had master volume up too high. Raging about me taking the throne. Is that the can? You know, I know where I can go and see the taxidermied remains of the actual Cocaine Bear, and it was owned by Waylon Jennings for a while. On your way to be the next rockin' Cena. My brothers in brawl. Will it be you with us or against us? All right, chat, what do you think? Yes or no? Chat, join Death Triangle or not? What do you think? Silicone says no. Iden says no. Four angles are lame. Only if they... Okay, watch this, Kai. Watch what happens. Death Triangle is a strong faction, but how would I fit in? Would it have to become Death Square? It makes as much sense as the Five Horsemen. 3 is a magic number. You're better off without me. Yes, they're mad. Can I tell you guys a secret? If I said I would join them, then they say you're not really worthy of it and attack me anyway. It doesn't matter.
Set for one fall.
It straight up does not matter.
Making his way to the ring, Big, and his opponent, Luchasaurus.
Luchasaurus. Death Triangle is comprised of, well, it's Pac, Penta, and Phoenix, and the only sympathetic member in the group is Phoenix. Pac is, well, he's a bastard. Penta is crazy, and then Phoenix is not. It doesn't matter with Death Triangle anyway. Other ones do, but not with Death Triangle, because they're Death Triangle. No, it will not. You can't read out anything. There's a pre-selected list that it will do, which is why it says Big H, because Halz is not an option. Hal is not an option. so on and so forth. But I could make do with Big H. You know what I have not done? I have not gone to the top. Let's drop an elbow. Oh, that was so dumb. He blocked me. Kind of like... Okay, well, I mean, if we can do this, I'm going to do it. What are you doing, Lucha? You just standing switch over and over again. Bear is not an option either. That's why Diggs had to be Big Jungle. Yeah, his foot was in the ropes, and he wears Vibrams as ring shoes. All right, let's get a nice Yakuza kick. There we go. Death Triangle, the math problem you can't solve. That's great. I like that. I like that a lot. S-Fire solves everything. That's okay. Hello, Yuri. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you're here with us. No, Phoenix is not Rey Mysterio. Rey Phoenix, that's King Phoenix. Rey Mysterio, King of Mystery. Both luchadors, but no, not the same guy. Fair question, Fezbear.
2, 3.
Rey Mysterio actually had stem cell treatment in his knees, and now he didn't die. He had stem cell treatment in his knees, now he can wrestle like he used to again. The stem cell treatment, a few years ago. He's in WWE right now. His son, Dominic, is a member of a group called Judgment Day. So, who was the dude that died? Ray is in his late 40s, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, here's the attack. Here's Death Triangle. They're putting the boots to me. Whenever you say... he's not that old, he started super young. He was like 19 in WCW is how young he was. Whacker, the dude that died, you've got to be more... There was a guy that died in a match that Rey Mysterio was in, but Rey did not die. If we was wrestlers who died, are you thinking of Eddie Guerrero? Because, you know, God rest Eddie, we did lose him. It was a freak accident thing, Purple. Like, Ted DiBiase's dad died in the ring. It was just a freak accident. He had a heart attack and died in the ring. This guy, he just took a bad bump, and what happened is he took this bad bump and he had a whiplash that caused his spinal column impacted his brainstem, and basically Ray didn't know, so Ray like went and did the 619, the guys draped on the ropes, because that's what they were doing. And yeah, you know, I mean, he was gone straight away. Nobody knew until the match was over and he didn't respond. Gooey duck is the world's largest burrowing clam. It's sashimi is a Seattle specialty. This is an in-joke on with Bryan Danielson, because he says gooey duck is his favorite animal because it looks like a giant dick. That is the only... And Danielson was from the Pacific Northwest. This has to be a joke on his behalf. So, you know... Gooey duck. Ugh. But yes, that was brutal. Hello, Mr. Brody Lee. Cast out of Death Triangle and reduced to eating sea slugs. Yeah, I'm glad you brought it up. In another universe, you and I are breaking bread together in Dark Order. Too bad life isn't some game you can replay for a different result. Isn't it, though? Your consolation prize is a photo with me. Yes, Brody Lee is someone that... wish he was still with us. He was a quality stand-up guy. Ah, claws up, Dark Order. Let's see. When I go out, I don't do the mini games much just because they're not that much fun to watch. Apparently, we'll do a press conference. Oh, we're doing this one. The Scorpion Death Triangle is the Scorpion that kills the frog who's trying to carry them, and so on. But yeah, that happened. There was another guy who died in the ring in the early 2000s. Oh, I'm up against the Millennial Cowboy. He died in a match in the early 2000s with a guy known as the Great Khali. Yes, Owen Hart. You're absolutely right about Owen Hart. That was technically before the match started, but yes, you're right. But yeah, the Great Khali thing was during training. I'm sorry, I was wrong about that. But you know, thankfully we're in this place in the wrestling business now where guys are being healthier and not engaging as many destructive behaviors. You know, in the old days, a lot of guys would go out and drink a lot because they were self-medicating. And that self-medicating turned into more self-medicating with pills and all that sort of stuff. That's what happened with people like Louis Spicolli and Bobby Duncan Jr. and many, many others. Crash Holly, I think. It's a tough business that is tough on people, and you know, just it eats them up and spits them back out. And if you don't take care of yourself, steroids is used. So okay, it is. I'm not going to say it's not used. Like there is, that would be a dirty lie. Even if it's not as blatant as it was. But we're talking about now, at least AEW has a propensity for, you know, different guys, different body types, that sort of stuff, doing different things. It's not as necessary as it was when you had to work for Vince.
1, 2.
And not even decently paid. Falkenstein, you bring up a good point. That was why Scott Hall left working for Vince. We'll get into it. Working for Vince was always a body guy because that territory was always big dudes. Vince Sr., you know, that was the thing. It was the big dude territory. Yes, Vince is crazy. No, when I say had to, I mean you have competition like AEW, so you don't. If you want to be big in wrestling, you don't only have to work for Vince. You can work for somebody else, and you know, have options. Yes, Vince. Well, yes. Vince got pushed out because it came to light about so many cases of hush money being paid over sexual harassment. He got pushed out by the board of directors, and then he figured it. Well, he was still on the board, so he wasn't completely pushed out. But then he leveraged his way back onto it, and now he's back in charge again. So, you know, think about how much fun that is. Steroids do still happen, there's no question. You know, I suspect, if you want a good example, I suspect Brian Cage is a very good example to look at. But the decently paid thing. Pay is better for a lot of guys now. A lot of Vince's contracts were just downside guarantees, and then you made most of your money off of big merchandise sales. So why did Austin and The Rock and John Cena make a bunch of money? A hush money to protect himself from sexual harassment, or, you know, hush money about people in the company, the women in the company that, you know, he would sleep with, and then he would pay them hush money not to talk about it. It was just about himself. Give me just a second, guys. I will be right back. Sorry about that, guys. You know, you have that moment when you're sitting here and you're having a good time and you're talking to people and doing your stream, and then all of a sudden your bladder's like, hey, now. Yuri, to be 100% accurate, it's actually his ex-wife. Danny Garcia is his ex-wife, but he's such a nice guy that they still get along super well. Danny Garcia is his agent. So, let's see. Alright. Anyway, we're going to the pay-per-view. This is Full Gear. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try. Because if I get the Insta Special, that's going to mean I'm going to stay in the special. I can just do my finish over and over again the entire time. So we're going to see, because I know what's going to happen here. We're also going to boost my finisher strength. Sorry about that, Diggs. Let's see. I did not expect for my goofy technical difficulty screen with the weird car I saw in front of the Dollar General to cause so much discussion. Alright. Can't do anything here. What can I, is there anything else I can get up here? Yes, she's a very good agent. He's able to stay relevant quite a bit.
It's Saturday night, and you know what that means. All Elite Wrestling.
Right, this is me versus Pac. We're gonna see.
The following contest is set for one fall.
One fall.
making his way to the ring, Big H. And his opponent, he is a bastard.
A lot of those older cars, as I understand it, also were not exactly the safest thing inside. Yeah, that's what Kai is saying. No. We're just going to see if we can take him out before the others show up. I don't know if it'll happen. But this is a full-strength finisher that I just hit him with twice. And here comes Penta.
2, 3.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we have shifted to a physics lesson in chat. Alright, that's actually the first time I managed to pull off winning that, because Death Triangle always runs in and then just curb stomps you. So, yes, it's not cheating. I'm using the tools that were in the game, but, you know, we'll take it. Nope, can't do that. Sorry. Relationship problems. This, I don't think I've done before. Let's see what happens here. We're in Toronto. Somewhere over Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I got an email from the office. A sponsor was impressed with your performance at Full Gear. They're offering dinner for 2 in Toronto. What kind of party shall we make this? Romantic or sparring or both? You ready? You know it, Floating Box. You know it, Floating Box. Show me what you got. Okay, you were thinking of Eddie Guerrero Whacker. Yes, and it's a crying shame we lost Eddie. He was so good. Okay. Do we want a lady? Are we going with a bro or one of the ladies going with us? What do you think, chat? Ladies. Falkenstein says ladies. Buy a girl a nice dinner. I'd ends with it. Got to figure out. Always take a lady to dinner unless it's business. And then bring your accountant. You know what, Falkenstein? You're right. Rio is, like, following me around a lot. That's as good. You know what? That's a nice in-character reason. We'll do that. I'll wear my nice gray hoodie. Chateau Rougeau in Toronto. Am I saying that right? Chateau Rougeau in Toronto. Pretty face to draw on the 14 male demographic. Thank you for the invite. I'm glad you consider me someone you can hang out with outside the arena. What? Why does it look like a cheap diner? Because they only had one of them programmed, Yuri, and they just changed the lighting in this one. It'll be nice. We talk in BPL, we'll talk about being kind. We'll be kind. We live a crazy lifestyle. Having good people around us keep us sane. Oh. Have room for dessert. What do I think? Have a dessert? You want to share a dessert? We'll share a dessert. If dinner was any indication, dessert will be worth the calories. You got a cavity-filled sweet tooth? Hopefully you're working it. Oh my gosh! Do I only drink my... Save or spend? Oh. Well, we didn't pay for dinner. Next spot is your... Okay. Picture. This is a story that I have actually not done yet. So I'm curious what happens. We can get in a solid workout here. Yada yada yada. Alright. Take on the world. No, that's still up. This would get me... I'll do a light workout here. That's only 4%. Nobody got told hands about being thrifty. Feel that in my quads. Heart rate's elevated. Yeah. Getting that burn. Stay away from peppermint, please. Alright. Fry will survive. This sounds more Canadian. Here's your order of poutine. Who signed them? I hope it was Rob Ford. No, Rob Ford had plenty to eat at home. I'm laughing at my own joke. Alright, here we go. We'll do our other match and then go to Dynamite. Well,
The following
Andrade.
contest is
You know, we won the tag belts together. Oh, you mean that
making
way
his
for
way
thin
to the
mint?
ring.
He's way for
And
thin.
his opponent.
Okay, that's cool, Andrade. You can do that. I'm just beating the crap out of him here. I'm okay with it. What was the most awesome ever there, Purple? Not sure what you're... big boot choke. I did use that. I used that a pretty good amount, actually. Because, you know, it's tall enough and long-legged enough to do it. But, oh. He's way for thin. John Cleese doing that accent is... Well, it's John Cleese, so... John Cleese doing John Cleese things. He didn't get anything... No, well, that's more because of game mechanics than anything else. Is I don't trust the game mechanics sometimes. Yaranage! Alright. Let's get the Oklahoma Stampede going. Clap him in the way. Yeah, he was the waiter. That was the whole way for thin. Would you like me? He's way for thin. What? You can't do that. No, I refuse. I need you right out of midair. Yes, that is right, Purple. The guy just detonates. Meaning of Life was a weird one to watch. Then again, they're all kind of weird ones to watch. So, yeah. Yeah, no, you go down. Yeah, we gotta do this. Oh, look at that. He was gonna try and... he was gonna try and counter me. Sad to be you, Andrade. don't remember which move this is. Let's find out. Oh, it's the Vader Bomb. Yeah, Whacker, the wrestling business is rough. Lots of... If you want another one, a name I'm pretty sure you never heard. There was a long-standing guy, a comedy wrestler in Mexico named Super Porky who died. So, you know.
1,
He became an ex-customer.
3.
Yeah, you're going down that Wikipedia, aren't you? Well, it wasn't premature. Hawk preceded Animal by about 15 years. Roddy Piper did die. Roddy Piper had money in a retirement account he could have accessed when he was 65, and he died at 63. Not only that, but he called his own shot. He said he wasn't going to make it to that far. Roddy Piper was amazing. Alright, let's head to... Ooh, do more stat upgrades. What do you guys think? Should I have another finisher? Or another signet? Well, let's get we've got a really good finisher. Let's get a new signature. So, let's see. Yes, I loved Roddy Piper was... Yes, you are correct, Silicone. He is the star of They Live. You are 100% on point. By the way, just so you guys know, Doctor Who's not going to be streaming today, so I'm going to run a little bit longer. Hogan's still around. Savage died. The story on that, yeah, car wreck. Now, there's a theory that he had a heart attack and then had a car wreck, but he had a car wreck. I am looking for something specific. I'm looking for... No, I don't want to do that, because we've got the one with Stampede there. I'm looking for something... I'm looking for a strike that I can do, like Eddie Kingston's back fist. You loved Thunder in Paradise, Purple. That's... Ultimate Whacker died. Yeah. The thing about Warrior that was really scary is that he got inducted into the Hall of Fame. The next night he went on Raw, gave a big speech in the ring, and then dropped it in the parking lot. And in hindsight, if you watch what he's doing in the ring, you kind of suspect something's up, but no idea what. Yes, Purple, that is his. Warrior did so... Warrior was like a steroid pharmacy all into himself. Yeah. Let's see. I don't want to do it out of a grapple. That's the problem. This is out of a grapple too. I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Buckle bombs can choke and die, as far as I'm concerned. Moxley's Bulldog Choke is pretty slick, but we're not going to do that. Burning Hammer. This is one of those moves that will straight up kill somebody if you do it wrong. Yes, the spear... You do have a spear in here. See that right there? That was a move of Kenta Kobashi's. That was his, like, super level plus finisher. And he used it a grand total in his career of only 7 times. And if you do it wrong, like I've seen some jackasses do, you can damn near kill somebody. So, if you ever wonder why I get grumpy about some things, it feels like there's a certain amount of responsibility that happens like deathmatch stuff. There's a certain amount of responsibility that's going to happen because guys see that, want to do it, and they don't think about how to do it right. They just go do it. Oh gosh, purple. Thank you for bringing that up. I had successfully blocked that one out. Running Game and Geary. Oh, okay, that's that. That's one of Jericho's moves. I'm not gonna do that. Running Lariat. Running Lariat's fun. Get some Stan Hansen going. My difficulty with lariats and clotheslines is that, yeah, and Bully Snake, you're right, and you see a lot more of that in Japan, but part of Japanese training is hours of doing like back bridges on your head to train your neck up to protect yourself from it. Not the same kind of training here, because there's lots of other trainers, and there's like prestigious dojos in Japan, so you don't see that as much. Yuri, it's some people lay their matches out ahead of time. Randy Savage did that. A lot of them don't. So you have moves that you do a lot, but you've got to make sure you know how you're doing it. Yeah, that was a discussion we had a bit earlier. It can get quite in depth. It just doesn't look good. That's definitely not me. I'm not taking Omegas. Running tackle. Well, that's not exactly a spear. Let me see. Is it just as spear? Is that what it is? Maybe it is. We'll find out. Let's see. Yes, spears. Let's see. That's pretty good. Those don't feel like they're hitting for me. The snare trap is a really good finish. That's Jungle Boys. I do like it. I never used it, but I do like it. Let me see if there's if there's a running option. There may not be. Because I would like to have a good running option as a signature option, but it's not there. It's not there. Yeah, some of them do look kind of goofy. And see, here's one thing that happens in this game is sometimes if you don't line moves like this upright, they don't actually hit. Like the first time I did Sliding Lariat 2, it actually did the process. So, no, not doing that. No. There was no way in the world that I could do that. And I did not throw those. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so using a Stinger Splash. Yep, we're doing a Stinger Splash. That's perfect. I love a Stinger Splash. There's a big difference between them looking goofy and looking goody. A direct punch to the face, but it's so strong, people. That Big Show did that. It was out of his feud with, because they brought in Floyd Mayweather to have a WrestleMania program with Big Show, and he had the knockout punch. Because at the time, he was having back issues, and so he had his finish was, quote unquote, the knockout punch. And he would just, and people would say, how's that different from any other punch? Well, Big Show didn't throw punches. He didn't need to. Big Show would, you know, he chops and slaps, but normally he'd just kind of knock you down. So he didn't need to throw big stuff. We will go with some grit. That's good. So, yes, Big Show did have that. Paul White now, not Big Show.
This bout is set for one fall.
Oh, it's Pac again. The belly bump.
Making his way to the ring. Big H. And his opponent, he is...
Here, we'll do the full entrances for you this time. There, you do have some that do, like, that do hip attacks, which is, that's the current women's champion's finish is a hip attack, actually. She charges and turns and hits you with her hip, so... Wait, the belly bump. Are you invoking an old Darkwing Duck episode with the belly bump there, Kai? Is that what you're doing? Because that's what I think you're doing. Sumo wrestler and a... You punk! What happened to Swole? Which Swole are you talking about? Yes, he just attacked Rio. That's not cool. We're gonna put an end to this. No, I don't think so, Pac. Yeah, we don't do that. Already had issues with Death Triangle, so we've got some storyline continuity. We're not doing this, no. Stinger splash. There we go. We'll put this away. Time to pack it in. Well, yes, purple, but it's wrestling logic, so. You know, I'm the good guy, so I've got to stand up for someone. Kai, you are correct. He is the bastard Pac. I do enjoy Purple's observation there, though. That's fun. He can go past sand. 15th anniversary. I was wrong. Longer than I thought. Wow. Yeah, he ran out on blood and guts, too. She might have started training when she was like 13. I don't know off the top of my head, Purple. Might be worth looking, though. Louisville. We'll do a standard routine. Born in 97, okay. She's 26. Started training at 11. Yeah. Joshi works a little differently. Oh. 400. 500 free squats. Oh my god. You gonna get that? It got us a tag match? What? Why did... Yeah, he's okay. There's nothing wrong, Whacker. He's just not able to do it today. It's still high, so we're not going to worry about that. Yeah, there's Night Owl. Choosy Cat's Crispy Chicken Restaurant in Louisville. I'm so hungry I could eat eggplant. Fried chicken! I know a joke about a chicken, but I don't think it's funny. Maybe there's another side to it. Sometimes whenever you do this, Chuck E.T. is here. Chuck Taylor is here. Her in-game model does not do her favors. Well, no. Alright, let's see. Oh, we can do another workout. Do intense training. Riho was the first AEW Women's Champion. It wasn't supposed to work that way, but I think the first Women's Champion got hurt? I can't remember.
This
It's
bout
Pac
is
again. Okay. I can't... who was it supposed to... I can't remember.
making
who it was
his way
supposed
to
be.
the ring.
But they got hurt, and so
his
they called
opponent.
an audible, and they put it on Riho, so... Oh, he's coming up firing this time. So am I. Come on, Pac. We're doing this again. This is the third match we've had this run. It's like arch nemesis stuff. Yes, she is an incredibly tiny person. But that's typical for Joshi. Joshi has a lot of smaller women that work there. Since they don't have as much mass, they can take bumps better without getting hurt. Also, they have a lot more flexibility and can do some other crazier stuff. So it works out really well. They also work at a level that most women in North America don't hang at. And if you want someone to blame for that, we're going to blame the Great Muda. Not the Great Muda. We're going to blame Moolah, not Muda. There's nothing wrong with Great Muda. Great Moolah, that was her fault. Moolah actively hindered the wrestling scene for women in North America so she could stay on top. Yeah, fabulous Moolah. Sorry, Whacker. Gosh, I got so hung up on saying Great Muda that I got... Yes, fabulous Moolah. She totally did that. And she prostituted some of her trainees because she was a horrible, terrible person. Although, amusingly, Mae Young used to act like a prostitute and then beat up the Johns and take their money because who are they going to tell? So, if you want an example of Mae Young still being pretty awesome, there you go.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there's a lot of scumbags in the history of wrestling. A lot of scumbags. So, picking on, yeah. Went full Wildcat in our Rampage Kentucky Rampage main event. Yep. That's a joke, Excalibur. Good joke. Appreciate it. Staging death matches. You mean like the guy that did bum fights? Okay. What we got here? Jumpstart's nice. Oh, unyielding poise. That's good. That'll help. Alright, we'll go to Dynamite.
The following contest
Yep,
is a
you're
tag
right,
team
Aiden.
match set for one fall.
It is better now. Wait, we're having a match against Sting and Darby?
Making their way to the ring, Big
Bum fights? Yeah, that was a thing that happened.
and his tag team partner, Riho. And
I'll let it
their
play
opponents. This
so you can see it. It's Darby Allin. He used to be a pro skateboarder.
and his tag team partner,
There you go.
Darby Allin.
Darby Allin, who is honestly really good. Okay, yeah, there you go. Yuri's got a good handle on it. I feel so conflicted every time I have to wrestle Sting. You know, because it's Sting. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna be that jerk that uses a Stinger Splash on Sting. Oh, I'm that jerk. I am that jerk. I am totally that jerk. I do not respect the elderly. Dude. Don't be that way. Die a face to live long enough to become the heel confession. Rio's throwing hands. So purple, there are two trademarks. The Sting you're thinking of, Gordon, has the music trademark. Steve Borden has the wrestling trademark. So they're both Sting. See, look at that, diving off the poker chips in his 60s. In his 60s. Rio's just wearing Darby out. Did I get hurt out there? I'm okay. Go to the trainer and get checked out. Oh, she's giving me the silent head shake. All right. Yes, there can be only one Sting purple, and he wears face paint. Oh, Bully Snake, are you wanting that quoted? Man. Mitcham Medical Center in Louisville. Knock on the door. Oh, apparently I did get hurt. She's calling me patient zero? Okay. Displaced rib and they popped it back in. Good lord. Purple, I guess this is that arc. This would probably be more natural if it was someone other than Riho or also not Abaddon. Oh, brought us food. And you're going to try and make me laugh because you know it'll hurt. Oh my god. And then there is the Stig. That's right. You're right. Yeah, that's... some say he used to be a wrestler, but got into cars because it was safer. Oh, he just wants you to... I have a picture saved somewhere of Sting and Sting together in the same place at the same time. From the 80s, so it can't be Photoshopped. Stig gets backwards. I don't know. Honestly, I never thought about it. You might be right. They had so many of those lines. Grub Informer. Juicy Lucy, a cheeseburger, but the cheese is inside the burger patty. Makes us they're the one baked inside of me. Yeah, 'cause I'm beefy. Diggs is skid. Alright. Recommendation, if you decide you want to look for getting yourself a grill, get a flat top grill. Because with a flat top grill, you season it like a skillet and you can make outstanding burgers on it. Beef pulp fist.
This bout is set for one fall.
Hello, Don.
Making
Thank you
his
for being
way
here.
to the ring. Big H.
Yes, Whacker, you should. They're amazing.
And his opponent.
And yes.
Moxley.
Here's another reason we have to have the entrance music turned off, because it'd be playing Wild Thing right now. Moxley being 0-8, yeah, I know. That's. I have kind of whooped the fire out of him. Okay, I'll need to turn the game down a little bit more, Whacker. And I'll also sit up closer to the mic to make sure that's not the we can handle that. What are we doing here? Oh yeah, Vader Bomb. Closer to the mic fixed it. All right. That's the thing I keep forgetting is, like, you know, I need it closer to the mic because and then I have some people tell me I'm being too loud. Oh, posture check. Okay. Yes, posture check. Get in the corner, Mox. No, in the corner, Mox. Not out here. Mox. Mox, corner. Oh, what? There we go. That did it. That did it. I'll harm your posture. Right, Wookie? Oh no, I didn't get my special. We'll get my special. We'll get it. There we go. Time for the Olympic Slam. Purple, you be good. Thank you for joining us today. I appreciate you being here, man.
1, 2.
Can I be too loud?
3.
Don't a minor celebrity in retire. I don't know what qualifies me as a minor celebrity, but I'm just a retired, washed up, never was. Yeah. Yeah. Can you import your own music in the game? Not that I'm aware of, although I have not looked for mods. So, for those of you playing along at home, I will tell you what my music was, if you just want to play it yourself, depending on my gimmick. But, alright, here we go. Now we will go to Dynamite. Let's go to Dynamite. Let's go ahead and get this. I don't know what I can work with this. If it isn't Captain Oblivious. Hello, Mr. I have no idea why you're talking to me right now, but I bet you're going to tell me. You've been hanging around Riho a lot lately. That ends as of now, understand? Am I grounded too? Are you going to take away my TV? Get out of here, Brody. That's why I have a match against you. Maybe you'll listen to violence. What is Mr. Brody Lee doing? Oh, I could import channel music. Well, there's a lot of different people. Like Moxley has Wild Thing, Jungle Boy has Tarzan Boy, stuff like that. Using a fabricated beef with me to get booked on Dynamite. Okay.
The following contest is set for one fall.
One fall. Dude, I love that coat. I
Making
wish I
his
could.
way to the ring.
I would totally wear that coat to a convention if I could find it, or his debut robes. That would be pretty awesome too. But that's just because I think so highly of Mr. Brody Lee. So I don't know. Not so highly I won't, lay some smack down. But, he does not want to see Ryo-chan hurt. Okay. Maybe you're right, Falkenstein. I don't know. I don't claim to know. I can't know everything. But it is a new storyline that we discovered together here that I did not know about. So, that's nice. Hey, if 300 pounds of dude gives you a stinger splash, you're gonna feel it, man. Let's do that. And down. Does he know Big H's moves? Oh. Hi, Psyduck. I'm glad you're here, man. Thank you for joining.
1, 2.
I kicked. Brody, don't do that. Here, use a good DDT. And now. We'll just use Oklahoma Stampede. He's coming out of his grave. Oh, I had that unyielding poise is doing work. Is blocking those shots, so that's Psyduck's pleasure is going on.
2, 3.
And the egg is done according to Psyduck, so we'll go with that. Yeah, we'll finish this arc, and I think that'll be a good spot for the stream. Confessions, it's... How can I best put this? They're against the rules, except they're not. Well, face kicks. Face kicks are, but... Oh! What? 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 She just bounced my skull off the Titantron. I did. Unfriended. Your turn to meet Big Halz. Oh my gosh. Brody Lee showed up at his signing and powerbombed me through a table. Oh, Whacker, you're going to powerbomb me through a table?
This is a disappointment.
Oh. I didn't... You know what? I don't know. But that seems like a good cliffhanger to stop on. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know what's happening. I've not done that storyline before. But, tell you what, guys. Next week we will come back and get the conclusion of that storyline. Smash my face in the TV and say unsubscribe. Hey, I want to say, everybody, what, 40 people? You're probably looking for Doctor Who. Unfortunately, wasn't able to make it today. Nothing's wrong, just a work trip. But I want to say thank you guys, everybody, for being here today. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for chatting in the, getting in the chat. Bring my chain. I do have my logging chain here with me. Everybody, thank you for being here today. Thank you for choosing WBPL 76 for your entertainment. Just, public service announcement here at the end of the stream. If you are in a place where you're afraid that, you're in a bad place and you're afraid you might hurt yourself or something, and you're in the U.S., you can call or text 988. That is the National Mental Health Crisis Line. They will help you. They will help you find help you need. You are worth it. And everybody, like I said, I hope you have a great weekend. If you have to work, I hope it's easy shifts. And thank you for choosing WBPL. Yes, get your self-care in there. You're right, Psydoc. Exactly. You guys take care. We'll have more streams tonight and over the weekend. But we appreciate each and every one of you. We appreciate you being here. You guys have a good one, and we'll see you next time.